Hey out there, I'm Madison Parker with Equipped to Endure. I'm back. You know, just a moment ago we were in the river. I changed clothes already, but I wanted to show you, you know, from going from the river to actually spearing fish. Well, these are spears that we make ourselves right here. We spear the fish, and then I'm going to show you how to not only get the fish. This is part of what I do for, you know, teaching you how to live off the land. In the summertime, this is, well, hey, we're late summer. In fact, we're almost July 1st right now, and, you know, the hunting season's out, but fishing season's not out. So we can get these fish here, and this is a fish that's very good eating. We eat these regularly down here, and they're very, very good eating. But I'm going to show you how to take this fish and how to clean it, and then I'm going to show you how to prepare it for the fire, and then I'm going to show you how to cook it when you're in the wilderness, when you're living off the land without pots and pans and utensils and things like that. So we're gonna stop camera a couple times, but overall I'm going to show you how to start to finish, from getting the fish out of the river and getting them clean, and then from that point getting him on the fire. So y'all bear with me and I'll be right back. But yeah, isn't that a pretty fish? Now, we killed a couple of fish today. We could have killed a lot more, but we only kill what we need for the day. If I want to kill 20 pounds of fish in my river, I can kill 20 pounds of fish in one day, but I have no need for that. I have no reason to do that. I do that only when I need fish. When I want fish, I go get fish. But this is an example. I don't think we were in the water probably more than 30 minutes total, and I got two nice, very nice fish, and you saw both of them. And I'm fixing to clean this guy out and show you how I do him. So here we go. It's real simple, just like cleaning any fish. The key to this whole thing is you do not want to scale this fish. When you don't have pots and pans and utensils, you don't want to scale that fish. You want to leave the scales intact. I'm trying to get through the spine, the breastbone there. Okay, got that done. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to rinse him off. I'm going to use the water. Now, of course, if I was down on the river and I was doing it in a real world survival, this is just a training video. Real world survival, I would save these guts right here for my traps, and I guarantee I catch a coon tonight, no problem, guaranteed. So we're going to clean the guts out of this fish. Okay, that's the intestines. Now on this one part, I want to show you this. On this particular fish, there's a gizzard. And I'm going to save the gizzard on this fish. I'm going to save this gizzard right here. See, that's a gizzard. You clean that gizzard out like you would a bird. These particular types of fish have a gizzard, and they're good eating. Absolutely good to eat. Actually, in truth, the North American Indians, when they would clean their animals, and of course they didn't have pots and pans either, they would clean the innards, and then they would take the innards and stick them back inside the cavity. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm taking the gizzard, and I'm sticking him back up inside the cavity of the fish. Now clean him off real good. I dropped my knife. I'll clean him off good. Now he's ready. That is a pretty fish. He's probably a pound and a half, 2 pounds, 3 pound maybe. 14 to 16 inch fish. Taking the guts out of him, I'd say he's a 3 pound fish. I'm gonna lay him right here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start this fire. Okay, I got my fire started. I gotta do now is get it blown into life. A little life in it. Just a low Osage chips here. Where's that? Oh yeah, there it is. Now we're going to let that go. Let that get going. Okay, this right here, for those of you, this is a piece of cane that you cut off the river right here. It's actually river cane. Some people call it bamboo, but I think pretty sure this is river cane. But anyway, we hollow this out all the way through, and we use this. And you can sit back, get your fire. You need to blow. Now this one's already there, but whenever it's not blowing in my face, but you can use this to blow the fire into life. Like that. So anyway, this is how you blow your fire into life without, having to burn your face off, to get it going. Of course, in our case right now, we don't really need it. Fire's obviously going real well. Sometimes in the wintertime when it's been wet and rainy, and our rainy season down here is winter. Our wintertime brings more rain than our summers do. Our summers aren't as wet as our winters are. Summers are always wet. Summers are always dry and winters are always wet. Anyway, we're about there. I'm gonna let this thing die down a little bit. Now what we did is we split off a couple pieces of Osage here. This is excess pieces that we use for our bows and arrows and stuff. But I split off a couple pieces and they're flat on the bottom, rounded on the top, but they make a good platform for my cooking surface. And of course, once the fire dies down a little bit and that Osage starts burning, I'll put the fish on. And of course, like I said, the main thing about this fish is that you don't take the scales off. The scales are fully intact. You don't have to do anything to him. All you got to do is lay him on the fire, scales down. If you take the scales off, you got no way of cooking him. You're not going to cook properly, and it'll be all dried out and all. It'll just mess the meat up. But if you once this fire dies down and starts to get into coals, I'll show you how to cook this fish on an open fire with pots and pans or utensils and things like that. A true survival experience. This is how you do it. This is how you eat when you're living off the land and you don't have a lot of equipment. Anyway, we'll be back in a minute. Thanks for watching. Okay, what I'm doing right now is I'm getting my fire ready for cooking meat. And you want to have that fire just right where you don't have a lot of flame, but you've got a lot of coals. And there's a certain time, or there's a good timing and there's a bad timing. And the right timing is the important thing to understand. So You want to get that fire the way you need it for cooking meat, because if you get it too much flame, you're going to burn the meat. If you get let it die down too far, you won't cook it enough. So that's where you come in with this blowpipe I got. I made this blowpipe out of cane. This is a cane blowpipe. I'm trying to get this fire, I'm trying to get that wood burnt down real fast to coals. See how it changed that fire when I shifted it? This way, see where I'm at? This is July, friends. I mean, it's like June 29th. You can't get up on that fire and blow on it. It's June 29th in Northwest Florida. You can't get in on that fire. It's too hot. But back here, I can help manipulate that fire by using this pipe. I'm almost there. I'm about ready to put my fish on the fire. See that little cut right there? See that little cut? Make that groove right there, baby. Just lay that sweetheart right there like that in my groove. Gotta push this up a little bit. Like that. That is one hot fire, my friend. I hadn't been anywhere, and I mean anywhere. I trained seals down in Panama, down in the canal. I trained seals in Colombia. Trained seals in Okinawa. I've trained seals in Afghanistan. And I've never found a place in the woods, in the wilderness, where there wasn't a beer can. And you know, the beer cans make really good. There's a lot of tools you can make out of these beer cans. But that's another story, and it's another training event. I can't really get into it right now, but you can see what I'm doing with one of them right now. So I'm just basically scooping up these. You got to be careful because you can get burnt real easy. The beer cans are plentiful everywhere, all over the world. In this case, we're using Foster's. And somewhere somebody dropped a Foster's beer can down on the river, and I picked it up on the river. Gotta be careful, the sucker's hot. But what I do is I scoop those coals up around that fish. Now keep in mind, you can't just sit there and just, like go, okay, he's on the fire and that's it. You really gotta tend him. And he's starting to harden up now. That old smoke will follow you no matter where you go. No matter where you go, if you're making fire, if you're living off the land and really have to have a fire all the time, that old smoke will just follow you around. I don't know why. Right now there's very little or no wind that seems to be following me right now. Let's see if it does again. Look at those coals. They're pretty, aren't they? Look at that coal. I'm trying to snag that baby and put it right up there. Woo! Okay, put that down. Now what I want to do is figure out a way to take this right here, lay it up there like that. Probably done on that other side, on that down, on the downside, right now on the downside, that fish, that meat is done, I believe. There you go. That's what you want. Like that. just another minute or two, we're fixing to eat fish. It will take a little while, actually. When you pull him off, you gotta let him cool. What we'll do, that's what I call my survival chair. Y'all see this, I showed it in one video earlier. It's a tripod like Bobby Plug was showing y'all the other day. It's a tripod. It's not made, as far as a tripod, as good as Bobby's is, but I do it kind of rough, and it probably, you know, just kind of country boy style. But what this is, this thing is over a year old, this chair, and I just basically set it like that and twist it around. The important thing about this chair is that it came from last winter's survival season whenever we were running classes last year, and it's still hanging around. It's probably 9 months old now. It's a great chair, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fish and put him on top of my chair. Not that way. Can the camera see that? Okay, it's dinner time. We gotta let it cool. Then everybody can see how we live off the land in the summertime down here in Florida. Just because we can't hunt deer and turkeys and ducks and squirrels and things like that, which we observe all hunting legal rules, we can't fish. We're gonna cool him off. We're gonna put a little salt on him. I'm telling you, hey, if you ain't here, you missing it. I'm telling you. You need to come and learn how to do this stuff. I'll show you how to do it all. And, you know, of course, my background being a Navy SEAL and that helped. But I didn't learn how to live off the land being a Navy SEAL. That's why we train the SEALs, because they don't know how to do those things. We teach them how. So they have to be taught by somebody else like me, a former Navy SEAL, to go in there and show them how to live off the land. I had my turn back in 1970 when I joined the U.S. Navy and became a Navy SEAL. Now let me see if I can't peel some of this meat off here. Whew. You always know it's really done properly. It's still a little hot. Still hot. Let's just let it go for a few more minutes. Still a little hot. Probably down here on the back end I could. You know it's done when that meat. See that skin fall off? See that skin peel back like that? That's the skin. That ain't the. Get it all off. Videotape. Look at that.
That's gonna be even better.
Look at that how it's put. Now see that? You see this? Look at this. This is scales. This is skin, and that's flesh. And we are living off the land down here in northwest Florida. Anybody interested in what we do for a living, please come and learn. Let me share some of this really cool stuff with you. This is like Emerald Lagasse, buddy. Sprinkle a little salt. Be real gentle when you move him around now. A little salt on that side. Friends, I'm getting me some backstrap right now. Get some. Glad you watched. We're glad you are part of our Equipped to Endure team. We want you to come and learn. We want to share these skills with you. We're really glad you're a part of the Equipped to Endure team, and hope to see you this fall. We got a big event coming up in November, and stay tuned on Equipped to Endure website, because this event is going to beat the band for all survival wilderness living events. This will be the event of the season, of the year, of the country. Trust me, ain't nobody doing it like we're doing it. Come and learn. We were going to share some really awesome skills with you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember, if you're not always prepared, you're never prepared.